Hello first-time viewers and fans of Urban Sound Station Television. I am Wayne Gamillion, the executive producer of Urban Sound Station Television. Over the years, Urban Sound Station TV has entertained its viewers with many great music videos, week after week, and we will continue to do so. Urban Sound Station Television has also decided to diversify its activities and strengthen its content. In order to achieve this goal, Urban Sound Station Television will produce a wide variety of program segments. Urban Sound Station Television will present more interviews with local, national, and international celebrities in sports as well as in the performing arts. Urban Sound Station Television will also conduct interviews and engage in roundtable discussions with business leaders, entrepreneurs, political activists, social activists, and politicians. Urban Sound Station TV will also keep our viewers informed of cultural events happening locally and taking place elsewhere. Urban Sound Station Television believes that its new mission is the right way to go, and that is keeping with the moral and social responsibility of Urban Sound Station Television.
This week on Urban Sound Station TV, we are here live at the Art and Cool Jazz Festival in Durham, North Carolina. Stay tuned.
My name is Bouna Ndiaye. I'm the producer and host of a radio show called Bonjour Africa, a syndicated show on WNCU and other 7 stations in the US and in Puerto Rico. Also initiator of the repatriation of the documentary on the first World Negro Arts Festival that was held in 1966 in Dakar, Senegal. The documentary was in the hands of the Russians, and I have managed to bring it back to Senegal for 2 screenings, and now here in the US by the Sonia Haynes and Cultural Center of the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. The screening took place this past Sunday. How did it come about? In 1966, Senegal, the president of Senegal, Léopold Sédar Senghor, and his friends, Alioune Diop and others, organized in Senegal this big gathering. Senegal was independent in 1960, so 6 years after that, we decided to bring in 47 countries of the black diaspora to show the world that Africa has a culture and has art. From the US, we had Louis Armstrong, we had the Alvin Ailey Dance Group, we had also Duke Ellington and other stars. It was a big event, and major writers, intellectuals, sculptors, dancers came together to do this. We did not know that this documentary was done by the Russians until I found out myself. Now, how did I find out? I was right here at Duke University where I was teaching, and an African-American filmmaker named William Greaves showed his documentary. He attended the festival then. When I saw the film, I don't know for what reason, but I was perplexed. And I kept on asking him questions, and he shared with me how he has managed to do his film. At that time, we were in the middle of the Cold War between the West and, of course, the Eastern Bloc. At that time, Africa was remote and black and did not present a lot of interest for the rest of the world. And as a result, William Greaves himself did not have enough funding to come and do what he was supposed to do. When he came, to his great surprise, with his camera, he saw the Russians had everything, lighting and full crew. And he said to me, thanks to a chauffeur of Actualité Senegalese who accepted to hold his microphone, he followed the Russians, and whenever he could take advantage of the lighting of the Russians, he did. And that's how he has managed to do his film. So if you are lucky enough to see William Greaves' movie, his documentary, you see that he's shooting against the light to tell you that he took advantage of the lightings of the Russians. Now, when I saw that and I shared the information with Greaves, what I did was to write to the Minister of Culture and Tourism of Senegal. At that time, that was Mr. Youssou Ndour, who is a great singer, a star. And I sent this letter to one of his agents, who was my former colleague, telling him, look, go to your boss and tell him to get in touch with Mr. Greaves, who can direct him to the right place where he can repatriate something, because what he told me, Russia has a better coverage than what it has. Unfortunately, I did not hear from him. Did he receive or not? I do not know. All I know is that I did not receive any response from Mr. Youssou Ndour, the Minister of Culture and Tourism. All right, so, well, I thought that I did what I had to do as a patriot, as somebody who had a certain responsibility in this matter. In 2013, when our show was syndicated, I was not really obligated to be physically somewhere to produce the show. So I went back to Senegal, and here I am waiting for my luggage, my microphones, my boards and everything, and it took a while. And then I was having really heat coming from the distributor of this NPR satellite, telling me that it's time for you to start producing from Senegal. Anyway, the day I decided, after I received some of my items, to do my first show, I invited a guru of African music then, and we went to this cafe. And as we were talking and I'm getting ready for the first interview, what did I have? I received on my phone message from the New York Times announcing the death of Mr. William Greaves, the African-American filmmaker. Well, that was very hard for me to take. At night, while I'm in my studio trying to produce my show, this idea of William Greaves passing really was very, very difficult for me. And I decided there and then to write a letter to the Minister of Culture of my country, Minister of Foreign Affairs, President of Francophonie, and President of my country, and of course UNESCO, telling them my really strong decision to do whatever it takes to repatriate all those elements which are part of our cultural legacy. It took them a while to really believe me or to take me seriously. I had to go through very serious media battle for people to accept what I'm doing. And from one to the next, everybody started now giving me more attention, but still no money to repatriate the documentary. And I needed somebody to go from St. Petersburg to Moscow and go to the archive, pay the archives, get the information, get the documentary, do the translation, and do the subtitling before they send it to me. Where the money was coming from, nobody was there to help me. I reached out of my pocket and I did whatever I needed to do to bring the documentary. That's how I made 2 screenings, and then UNC Chapel Hill has decided to invite me. So that's what it is, and hopefully I will be able to share the information with more and more people from the Black diaspora so that we know what we have done for our legacy. And of course, let other people know, other entities like France, INA, and other entities that have some elements of our legacy to bring it back. I'm doing whatever it takes to repatriate whatever belongs to Senegal and the Black diaspora. And I thank you for that. This young man here is interviewing me about the First World Negro Arts Festival documentary that you saw me screen, right?
Yes.
So I want you to give me your impression. What do you think about the documentary?
I think it was astounding, and it would be life-changing for Senegal and for America to have full access to it. It would shape a whole generation of youth and bring unity.
Good. So you see that it was worth doing, and I'm glad that I have people who are right here with me continuing to push this forward.
Absolutely.
That's fun.
You definitely have my support and the support of many others.
Thank you so much.
So you can say your name.
Carolyn Green Boone. And I am the great-granddaughter of the founder of North Carolina Central University, Dr. James Edward Shepard. It was founded in 1910 and is the first African-American state-supported liberal arts college in America. I'm also the great-great-great-granddaughter of the famous furniture maker Thomas Day, whose statue stands on the North Carolina Museum of History stairs, and who was really the father and pioneer of the mechanized steam furniture industry in North Carolina, which we're world famous for.
There you go.
Nice to greet you.
There you go.
Remember that you can catch Bonjour Africa on WNCU 90.7 FM every Sunday at 4 p.m.
Saying big up Urban Sound Station, #1 in the game.
Urban Sound Station TV.
This is Urban Sound Station. Bye.
The Urban Sound Station, home of great music. This is PO13. You can see me right now. I'm Trinidad and Tobago, Venezuela.
Urban Sound Station TV. Wow.
Urban Sound Station, that's what it is, man. Keep it locked every day, all day. Anytime you see that, respect it. Yours truly, DJ Noah, Team Noah Family Union, Power 105, out of here. Boom!
I'm KD, it's Larry with How They Brand Man. You're watching Urban Sound Station TV.
Hey, I'm Kurt Chapman from the TV show The People's Court. You know the guy who says, this is plaintiff. He claims that this is the defendant. You don't want to be a defendant. Hey, you're watching the Urban Sound Station. Keep it right.